like it?
Your hand on my ass? Yes.
Am I checking your wheelchair
Having a good feel.
seat? Do you
Check-
have do you
check
have
his
one
prostate.
of those?
I do.
I'm checking the air of his wheelchair. What the fuck is it called in English? That you sit on?
Cushion?
Yeah, it's the
Bolster?
cushion. I assume you have one of those special air things.
I don't have an airflow cushion.
What?
Just the
NHS, baby.
Yep. It's way
They're-
too expensive for the NHS.
Okay, cool. We have those. They are everywhere. Here, I could.
The way to look at the NHS right now is imagine Sweden 20
Mm,
years ago.
mm.
That's what we have.
Cool. I think we still had those 20 years ago.
Possibly. Like physiotherapy in the UK is pretty bad. And associated departments.
Physiotherapy in Sweden took a real downhill about 5 years ago. This when I quit.
Oh, I thought that's when you were in charge.
I'm in charge, yeah. No, but that's. Do you have a regular, just the
I have a
comes with the?
memory foam combo cushion now.
Okay.
And it is currently, as far as I understand, completely dead. So I need a new one. Because these only last around maybe 2 years.
But you had a. Didn't you have a like wound thing beginning to I don't know the terms in English, but wasn't that on your butt? Or was that on your back?
Oh, pressure
Pressure sore. Yeah.
Yeah, that was on my right ribs.
Ah.
That's from like lying in bed.
Okay.
I don't have an airflow mattress
Oh,
in bed.
I wish I could get one of them from lying in bed.
I can't sleep with the airflow mattress stuff.
Oh.
When my mum was ill, she had one, and I could hear, and it was keeping me up, and that was in the room on the opposite side of the house, with 2 doors closed. I could still.
I mean, there are better ones now that are like, they don't adjust as much, like they know.
Oh, I'm sure there's ones with like good enclosures as well for sound, but
yeah,
the ones I would get would not be those. I certainly can't afford one myself.
They will. The best one that I've seen will make some noise like when you go in bed, and then if you move a lot, but the people who have these don't move a lot in bed. That's the whole problem.
I don't move at all.
Yeah, so it's gonna be like noise for the first 5-10 minutes. And that's like, I think that's fine. Like then there's no noise when you're actually trying to sleep.
Help summon.
Yeah,
you won't bother you enough.
Call the wheelchair department to get an appointment to get this cushion changed. I need my wheels changed as well, and a couple of bearings need replaced. It's in a bit of a... Because they don't actually come out and regularly service them, which is weird, by the way. I get so many... Like, every 6 months, my hoist gets serviced, my slings that lift you up in the hoist get serviced every 3 months. But my wheelchair and the shower wheelchair don't get serviced at all. And they're like the two more like
most used.
Yeah, and most like if it goes wrong badly.
Yeah.
I just got an email from my phone provider sending me a survey asking why I'm leaving. I'm like, I'm not leaving. Yeah, they just
You're up for renewal and you forgot to.
No, I pay monthly. Like, it's just a rolling contract. But they're just
Why
concerned
would you
because I haven't
leave?
used my SIM for the past month. No outbound calls / text. Like, yeah, because I use WhatsApp and everyone rings me. I don't ring people.
Yeah, 3
So I
were
feel
trying to
them the
offer
survey.
me like all these fancy contracts, and I'm like, dude, I don't use my phone as a phone. It's just data. Who uses minutes and text anymore?
Yeah. True.
5, 4, 3.
We're skipping to ads.
1.
Don't start them, please. Hmm? What are the 2 ads?
Shaman buff, the first pack, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. This guy has worse English than Ben the most.
Welcome, one and all, to the theater
Huh?
of pain!
Huh?
Factual.
It seems these
Eh?
upstarts think they can compete with the best combatants in all of Maldraxxus!
I don't know. I don't think I said anything.
I'll believe it when I see it!
AoE.
Either way, this should prove entertaining!
Weird.
Bring in the challengers!
Dance. AoE. Spread. Dodge. Dodge.
Oh my god. Oh no.
AoE.
Oof.
Health stones.
Dance. Dodge. Spread. Dodge. AoE. Dance.
You will
Dodge.
perish!
Dodge. AoE.
Revenge! Is that all? I thought we were in for a show! What a disappointment! How unexpected! It seems our little pups have some bite after all! Now that the preliminaries are over, the real trials can begin!
Stop calling me a terrorist. Terrorist behavior did I exhibit there?
Terrorism.
Challenges. Ha! We'll see how long you can last. Let your weapon speak for you.
Stop cast. Bait. Bleed. Stop cast.
Okay.
Oh.
Either it's just not healing or.
Terrorism.
Terrorism.
I bled out from the debuff. Literally no
Stop
heals.
cast.
I got shot.
Stopcast. Bait. Stopcast.
Come on, both, please.
Oh, we're skipping this.
What?
How? Never seen. Why not just skip the next one?
My blade will
Yeah,
bathe in
I
your
don't.
blood.
I've never been in a
Or I
group that
guess
skips
he's
this.
skipping both?
Skip the easiest one of the lot. If you skip this, there's not enough percentage to make up.
Oh shit. Fully don't know.
Also, doing shit like this, not linking a route.
He did say
It's like that Priory or Lover.
Yeah, but he speaks like. Was about to use the bad word there.
whoa, someone's turning into bed over here. What's going on?
Don't say
He
slurs.
speaks daft. Like I don't understand what he's saying.
He's speaking like he's highly regarded.
Fuck, I hate those like, oh, I'm being sneaky with my. We all know what you mean. You say the word. Although regarded is kind of funny. I don't know why I think the word is actually.
Goofy
Yeah, kinda.
I didn't want to say it out loud because it's
Potion.
horrible.
Wait, what is goofy? Actually, I thought it was just.
It's goofy ass.
Yeah,
But you say
That was done.
instead of ass. It's like, come on, it's ass ain't even a swear word. It's like a donkey.
what I'm saying. I bet this guy is very close to start calling us dogs.
Something like
Oh,
that.
I bet this guy's really close to being
4,
French.
3, 2,
That too.
1.
That's what I would have said.
I have a French guy in my office, Ben. How do you feel about that?
You had
What's
best
your job?
make this interesting.
I am a research engineer. You should know
My
this.
blade
What's he
knows
researching?
He's a
no
prostitute.
equal.
Oh, his job. He's a PhD student.
I hope you don't get it.
3, 2, 1.
Cower
Dodge.
before
Said I
my
hope he doesn't
might.
get his PhD.
Oh my god.
Dodge.
He's actually a danger of not getting it.
Stopcast.
Well, I have to tell you why.
Because he's
French.
highly regarded.
Glory.
Because he's typing the wrong language, isn't he?
Fall before the storm.
He is highly regarded in his field.
Don't understand his field. He went through this weird
3,
French,
2, 1.
not university thing that is just, huh? Can do that?
Cower
Stop
before
cast.
my might.
But you know,
Dodge.
Ben. You know how they are.
Dodge.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. I've been to France a couple of times.
He's actually nice. But he's very
Fall
everything
before
about
the
him is very
storm.
French.
But it's called Pierre.
No.
2,
He's called Guillaume.
1.
But
What's
the
what?
way his
Can you match my
Guillaume,
strength?
but the way his name is spelled, you would think it's like Gilliam. Gilliam. But but it's just Yum. Huh?
Show me what you can do.
I don't like him.
My
Let's not talk
blade
about it.
knows no equal.
He's nice.
Oh, that's like that brand of chocolate.
What the fuck?
Is
3,
there brown chocolate?
2, 1. Dodge. Dodge.
Oh, that chocolate brand is
Stop
Belgian.
cast.
Oh, drama.
It's pronounced like Gillian, isn't it? It's still too many letters.
My blade knows no equal.
3, 2, 1.
Can you
Stop
match
cast.
my strength?
Dodge. Dodge.
Don't know what. No.
You.
Nothing
Show
happened.
me what you
Cannot
can do.
res, I'm being yeeted.
Yeah, I ain't.
My blade knows no equal.
Three, 2, 1.
Can you
Dodge.
match my strength?
Stop cast. Dodge.
That was good. Our challengers have passed the first trial, but they're still a long way from the title.
I did less damage than the tank.
Time to die.
Yes, sir.
Look what we have here. Fresh meat.
Interrupt is a 30-second cooldown as well. A long boy.
Not used to having 12-second interrupt. I look at it and I'm always surprised that it's back. I forgot the last.
Pretty bad back for last anyway.
Mortal
honestly.
lives are so fleeting, so fragile.
I don't know when to do it though, exactly, because I feel like none of these next few are all that much
And this
scary.
build's pretty. Just need it on cooldown, I guess, at this point.
Yeah, he's not
Potion.
doing the. Okay. Oops.
3, 2, 1. AoE.
Ten seconds left on the last.
That's fine. The important one here is the pork chop boss anyway. My opinion.
Yeah, but I don't think we'll have it for him.
Probably not. 3 casters, that boss. It's gonna be fucking miserable, by the way.
Volley.
Just cast while moving. Hope that helps.
Yep. It's almost Miss a Pandaria where you can do that again.
Be big.
I'll take the Soulbinder in the middle.
We've done the Mad Magus.
Potion. 3, 2,
Stop tone him down.
AoE. Volley. Volley. Volley.
Not your fault, but that knock on us made me with my interrupt. Wow.
3, 2, 1. AoE.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
loud and clear, baby.
It was making sure because I had to open up broadcast again and make sure it didn't launch on startup. That's 4 times a year I restart my computer.
Dodge. Dodge. Dodge.
Understand this. I restart my computer
Dodge. Volley.
every time I don't use it. I turn it off.
Some people think
Dodge.
leaving it on is good. It's not.
Some people think having to restart all
Dodge.
the time is good. It is not.
It is actually.
Well,
Dodge.
Consumer
I mean, it might be if you get memory leaks like I do all the time.
consumer CPUs do
Dodge.
not have error correcting memory. The
Yeah.
longer it is on, the longer those errors are piling up.
I turned off. You know, Windows like faster startup
Dodge.
setting you can put on.
Yeah, that's
It's
usually bad.
very bad because what it does is it
Dodge.
it saves the drivers onto the hard drive, and then instead of reloading them every time, you know what I mean.
Dodge.
It just reads it from there. And so if there's an issue with your, it doesn't do this when you do
Dodge.
restart. It does this when you turn it off and then turn it back on with this setting. So if
Oh, yeah,
you're
I don't have that. Mine
restarting,
fully starts
Dodge.
up.
yeah, okay.
My computer's only been alive for 2 days at this point, so I had to restart it the other day because I had a memory leak. So everything stopped working again.
Adobe.
No, just I don't know because all of my RAM was in use, but nothing was up.
Oh,
Even Windows doesn't know what's leaking. It's just like I'm going to take 5 seconds to activate your push to talk button,
souls are
and that's the
mine
only way I
to
know that it's fucking up.
claim.
Orb. Spread. Three, 2, 1. Stack. Orb. Spread.
Okay, no healing during
3,
that at all. Lovely.
2, 1. Stack. Orb. Spread. Three, two, one. Stack. Orb.
I hate these orbs so much, dude.
They are annoying. No?
This does not end here.
Another trial down! Looks like we might have some real contenders here!
Where's this coming from, Ben?
Just had a thought.
I don't really.
I don't believe you. I
I'm
bet
okay.
Pontus does.
Pontus think does more than me,
Hellstones.
but I don't even know pair of sandals.
I don't believe you.
It's true.
I bet you have socks and sandals.
No, I don't. Sorry to disappoint you.
Fine.
Totally would. And I have been thinking about getting to wear at work because it seems comfortable, but I don't. So,
I bet Ellen does.
no.
Socks and sandals. You sure?
Wait, wasn't this a meme about her?
Maybe that's why I'm thinking of it.
But I remember some socks and sandals meme. I don't. Is that about Elin?
Dodge.
I think it was.
How's she coping without playing Oblivion Remaster?
Dodge.
He's fine.
But I know all she
Yep.
plays is Skyrim.
That's true. She's gonna play it when she gets back, but she also wants to do another Baldur's Gate, so she's stressed out.
Dodge.
Actually,
I'm just gonna say, don't play Death Domain Cleric. There's no point.
the main cleric. Why not?
Yeah. It's just pointless. It don't do anything cool and new.
Dodge.
It's just a bit shit, really. It's like I'm playing Death Domain Cleric, but all my damage is Spirit Guardians and Radiant Orbs and Reverberation.
Ah,
So I'm just having to. I'm playing basically a light cleric, but I'm Death Domain instead. So I don't have access to like the big
I mean,
sunbeam.
yeah. Every other cleric being a slightly worse light cleric is kind of also in the tabletop, so it's lore accurate.
Bloodlust, Anton.
Yeah.
Open you
I were hoping like Death Domain cleric could get access to more.
3,
Like I
2,
could do Spirit Guardians
one.
with necrotic damage, but what's the point? Because it doesn't activate reverberation. Because I've got all the items for the radiant damage.
Yeah. Also, like, I mean, not all damage types were made equal, and I feel like Radiant is also already one of the best
Tied.
damage types because there's so few things that have resistance to it that you fight.
And everything's undead. So
Yeah,
they
yeah,
generally
exactly.
don't have radiant resistance. So
Exactly what I just said, but yes.
1.
Mm,
I've been tempted to take like maybe 2 levels in Circle of Stars Druid, because they get Radiant Breath as a bonus action. Just for a little bit to make. Because I mean, stupidly, we're at Act 2 and I never thought to pick up a second small crossbow to have my bonus action just be an offhand crossbow shot. So my bonus
there's
actions do nothing.
yeah,
1. Tied.
there is the light one from the demon guy. What's his name? In the Temple of Shar.
3, 2, 1.
Guy in the Temple of Shar.
Yeah,
Tied.
in the beginning, like kind of early in Temple of Shar. Actually, not kind of early, I guess. Depends on who's been tricked by Raphael and he's singing the song.
1.
Cursed to sing the song. He's got a Displacer Beast head.
Tied.
The big fat one.
I'm sorry if I'm sorry.
Big fat demon.
Yes,
Yolgia?
that sounds correct. Yes.
Oh yeah, we're nowhere near him yet.
Return to the central chamber. It's
He has a
time to
solid
begin the
light
main
crossbow.
event.
Yeah, I should just pick up 2, or I just put. Well, because I'm currently I've got 1 level in
Soldiers of
whichever version of Sorceress it is that gives you Tempestuous Flight magic after
Gorn.
you use a spell. Yeah, that one.
A rising stars
But I don't cast spells all that often because I just use Toll the Dead because with Death Domain you can target 2 targets with it. But that doesn't trigger bonus action flight because it's not a level 1 or above spell.
Yeah. In the new tabletop edition, you can do, if you do Warlock, instead of their Eldritch Blast, they can add their Charisma modifier. You can instead change that so you pick what cantrip that goes on, so that it doesn't have to be Eldritch Blast, which is huge if you're doing a Death Domain thing
Beam.
with it, because then you can also add your Charisma modifier on Toll the Dead.
Oh. I mean, I don't know what my charisma actually is.
Drop.
I mean, it's probably not high if you're playing a cleric.
I'll tell you
But the
exactly
thing-
what it is because I'll do the same as in this. My charisma would be 8.
Yeah. But the thing in the tabletop, what you could do is just pick 1 level of cleric, or whatever. Yeah, 1, just to get the main,
Pull.
and then just go pure Warlock. You
Yeah,
only need.
because you get your modifier from your 2nd class, don't you? As in,
In the tabletop, it's a little more advanced.
yeah,
You-
a bit more complicated than Baldur's Gate, where it's just whichever class you pick last is what your modifiers are based on.
Yeah. It's basically what class you learn the
Drop.
spell. So to hit with your Eldritch Blast, no, with your Toll the Dead. I mean, it's a DC, right? It's not a roll to hit. So the DC would be based on your wisdom
Potion.
because you got it from a cleric, but then you would still add your charisma if you pick that. It'd be messy, but it
And
would still.
And that's also another issue with Toll of the Dead, is the
Charge.
fact that it is wisdom.
My
Because there's not that many really fucking stupid things in this game that
I'm
have
dead.
low wisdom.
Death
So it's
itself
like, yeah,
demands
that's
your
this
souls.
65%. It's like the best I see. I'm like, fuck's sake.
Drop.
Yeah, maybe there's some way you can give them disadvantage on wisdom saving throws.
Charge. Beam.
My magic reaches beyond your mortal ken.
Think of any. Top of my little head.
Death itself demands your souls.
Well, the one thing I like about having Sorcerer, though, is having access to shield as a reaction.
Charge.
Yeah.
Beam.
My magic reaches beyond your.
It is very nice.
Why is that frontal about 3 times bigger? Also, why are we tanking it in the corner where they charge?
Death itself demands your
Like if you tank it in the middle of the
shall be swept
area,
into
it's
oblivion.
way better.
Is it with the charge?
Yeah.
Okay.
They charge like the corners of the pentagram.
Yeah, I haven't really looked how they are. You just assume they always charge through the middle and out somewhere.
Death itself demands your souls.
Beam.
My
Doesn't look like those guys did that, but it's only one.
There's 4 of them, so
Yes!
there's 4 corners of the
Molgreppa
pentagram.
has been defeated. I can
I
hardly
have noticed this
believe it.
recently.
All hail the
Huh?
new
Four
champions
corners of
the
a pentagram.
arena.
Yeah.
So there's one corner that doesn't have any in it.
Oh, okay.
Yours.
It's just the way you said it,
Yeah,
like,
sure. Yeah, the
what does penta mean?
Still completely shocked at that DK wanting to skip the first mob.
Don't understand really what the route would have been for that. I mean, you would have had to pull something more because they are into like what 7.5% almost.
If you don't pull that, you have to pull something way more. You have to take like another fart bag or 2 of them or something. I don't think they're actually bad efficiency. Let's see.
Efficiency score 15.4.
That's really good.
But I think does the efficiency score take in that you kind of have to fight it alone? I think it's just like health divided by score.
Yeah, 15
Health divided by force.
yeah,
Yes.
15 is really good for a standalone mob.
Okay. Now, this is a route that only takes the one. But what do you? Oh, you pull a lot in the Lich boss. We could do skip both. I think with Windrush Totem and Windrush Totem for one and Reward for the other would be. We could do it. Gate if we have. Why would the one or the key matter? Okay. Pack takes longer. Get it.
The only thing he said is, "We skipping 2 ads. Don't start them, please."
Yeah.
How am I supposed to know what the fuck that means?
No, he was. I mean,
What?
okay.
Well, you're aware of that, so that's called like hindsight, I guess. I've never experienced somebody or watched somebody skip that mob. It's always been the one at the end.
I mean, why would you know they activate when you get close to them matter when all this says is we're skipping 2 mobs? I thought he meant packs with mobs, like in not. As in one of them was the big one, because that's what I've seen. The other one could have been any pack.
He said, "We're skipping the next mini boss." I would know what he meant.
Yeah. So I kind of assumed when he said 2, he meant the one we usually skip and the one you always skip by not running into it on the goop core shop. The patrol in the circular room. That's 2 packs that you skip, or 2 mobs even that you skip. It was very unclear if you don't already know what he's talking about. So I don't think he mentioned activate. I don't see my chat history up that high. All I remember is that he wrote I skipped 2 mobs. And I was like, yeah, the gas bags that patrol and the regular big guy for dual boss.
Either
Classic
way, he
stuff.
could use his words better.
Yeah. But now we know. Now we can skip. How much of a speed increase is your? And for how long?
60 for 8 seconds.
Totem is only 40. 5 seconds. Un segundo.
What did I miss?
Nothing exciting. Might struggle getting apps to this because you've only done a 12.
Wait.
Well,
Okay. I'm Ben. Gobba gobba. I'm British. I'll die. Oi.
Don't sound like that.
Don't sound like that. Perfect English.
Ben does not speak perfect English, don't worry.
All right, you're not even English.
Damn.
I thank God every
Foreigner.
day.
Okay, mate.
You heard me, foreigner.
Brexit for the Brits, but Germany is
Oh,
British, huh?
Have you seen the latest news, Anton?
No?
The UK and EU are going to open trade. Entirely.
Entirely.
Yeah, well, that's a rumour at the moment.
And you'll be for sure getting better deals than the EU countries, so that's, cool.
Yeah,
You
the whole essentially countering Trump's cuntiness has made the UK go back to doing what we did before. Because it turns out that leaving the EU, crazy thought, was a fucking mistake.
What?
Crazy,
Yeah, I think it was
know.
a proper thing to do with less of them foreigners in my land.
Less of
Wow,
those
Billy.
EU subsidies making our farmers actually make money.
I don't care about
Yeah.
the stinking farmers.
British
Leave,
farming is in the
where
worst state it's
again?
been pretty much forever, I think, right now.
All farmers do is complain. They never
Oh.
have a good time.
They have a right to.
No,
If
they
you're not
don't.
if you're not a multinational farming company, it's essentially impossible to make any money in the UK right now.
Yeah, but all farmers do is complain. No matter what you do,
I mean, it's a hard job.
you
Yeah.
will complain.
Is
You
you've-
complain about
is that
everything too.
exclusive to the farmers then, or?
I mean,
you,
I just really dislike Jeremy Clarkson.
Jeremy Clarkson's
Jeremy
farming show is
Clarkson.
very good.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't say
he's not a
he's an
farmer, though, is he?
actor.
No,
He's
he's not a farmer. He's making a show about farms to show people how shit farming is in the UK. He's very
Yeah, but
successful at that.
yeah, but he only bought his farm in the first place to skip the inheritance tax.
Of course.
why is
but
he
so many
huh?
rich people do that. Happens
Huh?
in every country.
And
Who?
then he spent so long complaining about the inheritance tax changes because he couldn't avoid the inheritance tax.
Oh,
Hellstones.
I didn't know he was I used to know him from that car show.
Oh yeah, he bought a
he's,
farm to skip paying inheritance tax.
It's a very popular thing in the UK that you just go to the Cotswolds, which is the rich bougie farm area. You buy a farm, and farms were exempt from inheritance tax. Now they are not.
But only if your farm's worth over 2 million.
Well, I mean,
And even
that
that's on the low
whole
end.
thing has actually fucked some people over.
It's
gotta
fucked over a
understand
tiny
tiny amount of
amount
people,
of
but
farmers.
there's still a few legitimate family farms that won't be able to be in business when their current owner
Uh,
kicks the bucket.
Then just sign over the farm 10 years before they die. Then it don't count. Sign over your farm now to your kids. Job done. There's no inheritance tax as long
Yeah,
as you
but
die 10 years later.
that's if the kids actually want to keep the farm. That's the problem.
Well, if they don't, then it's going to end anyway, isn't it?
Yes.
No need. Like you said. Do it like this. No need for the big guy. Stockpile. This is exactly 100%. That's crazy.
Sorry, they'll get there and it'll be.
Okay, first pack. Can we go
99.6.
5,
13?
4, 3, 2, 1.
We got the
Spider.
undercrawler. That's great.
Feet.
Let me jump up. No, okay.
Dodge.
I'm playing
CC.
this, I guess. And lost it. You thought it wasn't gonna happen, huh?
Feet. CC. Dodge. CC. Feet. Dodge. CC. CC.
Team. Beamed. Need some boosts, please.
CC.
Confirm is down.
CC. CC.
Oh,
What?
oh. Huh?
Hmm?
This wasn't part of the route.
CC.
Or was it?
He might be scared of doing that pull the other way, where you take it all upstairs.
Maybe grow a bear, you know?
CC. CC.
Confirm.
CC. 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 CC.
I'm gonna teach you a lesson. You ain't nothing.
Lol.
Time to tango.
Did he like even
Hit the mob? No.
Potion. Dodge.
Filthy.
Interrupt.
Time to tangle.
Interrupt.
Targeted.
Interrupt.
Get 'em, kids. Disgraceful.
Interrupt.
Mind drops on cooldown. Like,
oh
Interrupt.
Time to tangle.
is this even resettable?
Dodge.
Disgrace. Make mama proud. Time to tangle.
AoE.
That does it. Mama's mad.
these people are
Yeah.
just not good.
Health stones.
This is a funny picture. You recognize the guy on the left?
Yeah. Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah, he's thinking. Keeps thinking on.